Three, two, one. Okay. So, sorry guys, I'm not there with you today. But I'm gonna go through the study guide with you. I'm assuming you can find the Padlet with our agenda, and here's the study guide. You have your paper study guide. Get it out. If you need the e-copy, come make a copy of the e-copy if you need to. Okay. Um, so how is an asteroid different from a comet? How should I figure that out? I would recommend Quizlet. That is probably our solar system. Asteroid is a small rocky object that orbits the sun. A comet is an object composed mostly of rock and ice. There's my difference. Asteroids usually in the asteroid belt. Comets uh, actually go in a very elliptical orbit around the sun. Okay. Okay. How will you remember the order of the planets? Mnemonic is like my very excellent mother just served us nachos. So that would be an easy one. All you have to do is remember that Mercury is the closest planet to the sun on that one. So my very excellent mother just served us nachos. 4 terrestrial planets. Those are the 4 closest to the sun. What are the 4 Jovian planets? Those are the 4 gas giants. What are the other names for the Jovian planets? That would be the gas giants. Which planets have rings? The Jovian planets. What are some of the obvious differences between the rocky planets and the gas giants? Well, if I go here to our solar system and I just look at this, what's the very first thing I notice between the terrestrials and the gas giants? Their size, right? Another thing we know, these guys are the rocky planets. These guys are the gas planets. So those would be 2 big differences. Which 2 planets have atmospheres that are mostly carbon dioxide? This would be the terrestrial planets, by the way. Back to terrestrial planets. Don't say Earth. No, not Earth. Venus and Mars. Remember, Mercury's atmosphere was basically non existent because it's so close to the sun, it's basically been uh, blown away, melted away. Which planet has more mass than all of the remaining planets? Which one? Jupiter. I guess Saturn is mostly fluff. I don't know. But Jupiter has more mass than all of the other planets. Where do you find the asteroid belts? Plural. Hopefully you remember from our quizzes, because they are not in that picture. We have the one, the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, and then there's the Kuiper asteroid belt out here with Pluto and the other dwarf planets. And there, I already said the name of that one, Kuiper, Kuiper. The shape of the planet's orbit, elliptical. Elliptical. ELLIP. Elliptical. Is that here? No, it's not. I know where it'd be. That would be there. Elliptical? Ellipse. No elliptical. Eclipse. We add it. Two planets. That one. There we go. ELLIPTICAL. There we go. Who discovered the true shape? That would be Kepler. And if you needed to spell Kepler, there you go. Nebular theory. Where do stars form? In nebulas. This was one of the. That was in the Kahoot we played on Tuesday. Accretion disk, protostars, bipolar jets. How our planets form? Dust particles start to collide with each other and stick together and form bigger particles. And then they collide and form bigger particles. So you get planetesimals eventually, and eventually planets, because gravity all gets them together. How is our solar system formed? Remember, it started when a distant star went supernova, sending the energy into the nebula. Again, that was all part of the Kahoot that we played. And you can find that Kahoot on the choice board when we are done going over the study guide on the reviews. So if you did not do very well, there it is. Ready for, if you see a new moon tonight, what will you see in 2 weeks? That was also in the Kahoot. Asteroid, meteor, and meteorite. Go back to Quizlet. That would have been in the very first Quizlet that I showed you. Heliocentric, geocentric. Heliocentric, geocentric. This one? Not that one. It would be in the other one. Our solar system should have heliocentric and geocentric. There you go. Heliocentric, geocentric. That does not have the who. I need the who. I don't have the who. I'm going to come over here and it will be in that one. Yes, that one. Our solar system. If you don't have your notes handy. What is the current model of our solar system? Well, hopefully you can remember or you can jump back over there. What happens as our sun dies? So, what's our order, in other words? Our sun is a main sequence star. Then what? Then what? And lastly, it will be what? That was also in the Kahoot. Your weight on a planet depends on what? That was part of the solar system hyperdoc, where you figured out how heavy you were on the different worlds. Remember that? If you didn't do that, now would be a good time to do that. When would the near side of the moon and the dark side of the moon be the same thing? Well, you can either look at our notes or go to our moon presentation, find the picture that you drew out in the notes. Maybe you remember drawing the picture out. That picture. Look at that picture. And you should be able to answer the question. This goes back to Newton and Kepler's laws. That was not that one. That one, universal laws. That was the one we did after we did. This order is not the same order that we did in class. Maybe it is. No. I don't remember the order we did in class. Okay. So, look at the universal laws and read through it. How is our moon formed? Go back to the moon. It's there. Nope, wrong place. Waxing and waning. Go back to the moon. Climate, geography. Go back to the moon. Internal structure. That one specifically is talking about this. Crust, mantle, core. First person on the moon. Also on that one. So is that one. So is that one. So is that one. All about the moon. Okay. For these, a couple of you asked me in class, think back to the quiz that we had, the mostly EM spectrum. Those questions are going to be on the test. So questions like gamma rays are the highest energy rays, and you find them only in the stars and a few radioactive sources on planet Earth. Gamma rays are very uncommon on planet Earth, in other words. X-rays, where do we use them? We use them at the airport to scan things. You use them in doctor's offices. So things like that. That's what you want to review here. Where do you find them? That's what I mean. Know what a planetesimal is. What's the difference between astronomy and cosmology? Phases. What am I talking about? What is a phase? Refracting versus reflecting telescope. That was one of our assignments on Quizlet. I believe it would be in our science. The science of space. Science of space. Alphabetical. Is it? Yes. Refracting versus reflecting. There you go. Reflecting uses mirrors, okay? Refracting uses a set of lenses. That's the difference. Okay. That goes over the study guide. You will turn in the study guide tomorrow before the test. Feel free to practice the Blooket. That's the Blooket we played yesterday in class. This is the Kahoot we played on Tuesday. I will take these and use them for bonus points. So I would highly recommend that you do those. Don't forget vocabulary. Quite a few of you still had missing vocabulary. Slide 3. The moon, which I ended up moving to Tuesday so I could put it on this quarter, give you more time to do it. And the science of space. That's all I have for you.